Welcome back. And for the present, the music seems to have the background music seems to have stopped. Not quite sure why that's happened. I don't hear any Sims music. Anyway, so in terms in regards to the space center now, we have sent the ally, 1,400 tons of ally, and we've sent all the computers. So that was pretty quick, because this road here was pretty empty because, well, I've got a couple of more in my population than I had, but you can see the roads are all clear, so that it makes the delivery of all these things quick. So the only thing left now here is the fuel. And you can see that with this situation, the computer factory is full of computers, so is the trade depot. Everything is just basically waiting to sell. The processor factories are full of processors. So in a pretty short time, this figure is going to go up quite a lot, because all these things are going to be sold. I'm going to go over here to Norwich Hills. Norwich Hills is the can I get that in view? Norwich Hills is the place with all the oil. So I'm gonna go to Norwich Hills. Let's do that now. So you've got all the oil you need here. You've got lots of ore up here. I won't be using that. I'll just be using the oil. So this space, we really need it for all the oil field, the wells and the drills and things. And oh, there we go. That's the town in the distance there. But right beside us here this is actually the space center. So this is we have a nice view here of watching the rockets go up. Hello again. I've just started proceedings over here in Clearwater, which is the third town in this very small little region. I just put in a few houses, and I put a little school thing here off the bat. Because of the various things I've done in the other two towns, I now have access to lots of stuff. Anyway, when I left, I was in the process of trying to finish this remarkable thing over here, the space station. The space station. It seems to be very foggy today. And this place is my little oil town. It's got plenty of oil. I've sucked out quite a lot of it. And then the oil goes here and it's converted into fuel. There you go. There's the fuel. I didn't put much population in here either. I just put kind of it's just a smallish settlement. And you can see that I guess because it's an oil town, I increased the wealth there, and these are some nice buildings. And again, you've got a nice view. So yesterday I completed all the steps that I was to complete. I sent all the fuel, I sent all the ally, and I sent all the computers, and I got this sign. Anybody that plays SimCity will be aware of this sign. It's not something you want to see, and it means that the project has kind of not worked for some reason. I have done this before, and I had completely forgotten that there are certain regions which have a problem with the Space Center. I think the other three projects work okay, but the Space Center has a problem, and the problem is something to do with this connection. The connection to this, connecting to the main highway. I have tried it in other places, and it has worked, but it's by no means a certainty. And what that is by using this thing. This is a mod that I've downloaded called a regional freeway, and this mod lets you connect. It lets you connect basically out to the freeways. You can kind of go along there. Let's see if I can, like that, and so you get more than one entrance in, and sometimes it looks okay, sometimes it doesn't. Here's hoping. Like I say, it may work, it may not, and it's something like that. Speed this up. Can't really see from here. If anybody's going in there, the idea would be that some cars would start to go in. I don't see anybody going into the space project. I see lots of people driving past, but nobody driving in. So let's have a look here. Nothing. Nothing. And let's try it again. So maybe if I go, oops, nighttime, that's not going to help. If I go the other way, what I'm trying to do is just kind of tinker around with this to try and fix this so that the cars will somehow drive in, but it's not looking too good at the moment. Let's see. Well, that seemed to be moving up there. So that's something. We shall have to wait and see, I guess. Here. And literally just make my own road in. Will that work? To get rid of that. Ah, now I do see people going in. I think that might have done the trick. Just by getting rid of this bit. Are they still going? Well, it does seem to be. No, now they're driving. They're driving around in a good. So there's more people going in. And there's a queue here. Seems to be a queue to get in. causing some confusion here. If I get rid of that. How about that? And if I get rid of this, so that they're going straight in and they're not coming out this way, is that? I'm gonna stick this back. It did seem like a good idea. I have already done this. Well, I think it's fixed. I think that's gonna start working now. So there you go. If anybody has that problem, then you just need to do what I did there. It seems to have worked. You need to download this thing. Kind of on the Google bar, if you type in regional freeway mod, I'm just waiting for the cutting of the ribbon business for this thing, and then I shall wrap this episode up. And when I come back in the next episode, I'll be focusing on, here we go, Space Center constructing. I'll be focusing on how long I can keep Clearwater going. There we go. Space Center construction complete. This sprawling compound requires high-tech resources from cities in the region. With the Space Center constructed, mayors in the region will reap the benefits of a more skilled workforce, resulting in more high-tech industry. Satellites will launch every few days, which draw tourists to the surrounding cities. Let's cut the ribbon. Well done to everybody. Ta-da! I think that's the first time I've had the Space Center in this little region. Excellent. I shall stay in Trinity for now, because I'm going to send lots of services over here to help out with Clearwater. But you can really see the... I mean, there's a road going that way, which is cool, because that's going to take off... Oh! We got a rocket going on immediately. How about that? Satellite has achieved a stable orbit. Excellent. Almost missed that. You spent hours and hours building this thing, and then you missed the damn rocket going off.